Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news folks, it's not every season we get a story like this, right? But here we are talking about a potential seismic shift in the Browns' coaching landscape. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor flying around. There's serious talk in the football world that Cleveland might be looking inward when it comes to their next head coach. Yep, you heard me right. The name that's been buzzing lately is Tommy Rees, the 33-year-old offensive coordinator for the Browns. And trust me, this isn't just some passing fancy. It's got legs, especially considering how much respect Rees has been earning within the organization. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Wait, is this real? Is Rees really being considered for the top job? Well, according to some solid sources, including legendary Browns beat reporter Mary Kay Cabot, the buzz isn't just idle chatter. People inside Cleveland's building talk about Rees like he's a football savant, a true offensive genius, and a natural leader of men. They say he commands respect from veteran coaches and that the players respond to him. That's huge, especially for a young coach in a league where experience is often valued. But what makes this even more interesting is that the Browns, at least publicly, have been singing the praises of Kevin Stefanski. They believe he deserves to come back, and there's a lot of support for him to continue leading the team. Still, if the team does decide to go in a different direction, Rees could be the guy they're eyeing to take over. Think about the coaching tree and how teams have historically taken chances on relatively young, unproven coaches. Sean McVay and Los Angeles is a perfect example. When the Rams hired McVay at just 30 years old, many people were skeptical. But look at what he's done. He's become one of the most respected coaches in the league, and some even say he's the best right now. And now, with Rees being just 33, that comparison isn't just some idle speculation. It's a reminder that sometimes age and experience aren't the only factors. It's about talent, leadership, and the ability to relate to players, especially quarterbacks. And that's where things get really interesting for the Browns. Because if they're thinking about the future, especially with a guy like Shedeur Sanders leading the way, they might want a coach who can develop him, who can build an offense around his skills. Rees has been credited with being an innovative offensive mind, someone who can adapt and create schemes that maximize his quarterback's talents. If Cleveland sees Sanders as their franchise quarterback, then investing in a young, dynamic coach like Rees could make all the sense in the world. It's a bold move, no doubt, but one that could pay off in a big way. Now, let's not forget the other side of this conversation, the experience of a guy like Jim Schwartz, Cleveland's defensive coordinator. There's been speculation about whether Schwartz might be a candidate for head coaching jobs elsewhere. At 59, he's got a wealth of NFL experience and has certainly turned heads with how he's managed the Browns' defense. But as Mary Kay Cabot pointed out, Schwartz's age and the fact that he's currently coaching a team with a 4-win record might work against him if he's looking to jump back into the head coaching arena. Plus, he's a defensive guy, and sometimes that can be a limiting factor when teams are looking for a head coach who can lead both sides of the ball equally well. But what really stands out is how all of this ties into the bigger picture, the future of Cleveland's quarterback situation, and the direction the team wants to go. If the Browns decide to part ways with Stefanski, whether immediately or after the season, they might be thinking about not just replacing him, but also about the kind of coaching staff they want to build around their young talent. And this is where the idea of promoting Rees from within starts making a lot of sense. If they see Sanders as their guy long-term, then having a coach who knows how to develop a young quarterback could be the ultimate piece of the puzzle. Let's also remember that Cleveland has a history of letting promising young coaches slip away. Kevin O'Connell, who was once the Browns' quarterback's coach, left to become head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. Kyle Shanahan, another example, built his reputation in Cleveland before taking over at San Francisco. So the Browns are no strangers to grooming talent and then seeing it blossom elsewhere. But this time with Rees, they might be looking to keep that talent in-house and build something special. As we approach the final games of the season, the stakes are higher than ever. Cleveland's front office has some tough decisions to make, and the coaching search could be the catalyst for a new era in Browns football. If they go with experience with someone like Schwartz, they're betting on stability and proven success. But if they're feeling bold, they might roll the dice on a young, innovative coach like Rees, who could bring fresh energy and a new identity to the team. And don't forget, the potential that Shedeur Sanders has shown this season has only added fuel to the fire. The Browns are clearly intrigued by his development, and that could influence their coaching choices. If they believe Sanders is their future, then investing in a coach who can develop him is a no-brainer. It's all about building a cohesive vision for the team's future, and the coaching hire will be a huge part of that. So Browns fans, the next few weeks are going to be critical. Whether it's Stefanski staying or Rees rising through the ranks, one thing is for sure, Cleveland is at a crossroads. The organization might be about to make a move that could shape their NFL destiny for years to come. And as always, we're here to keep you updated, to analyze every angle, and to celebrate the passion that makes Browns fans the best in the league. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now, Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the possibility of Tommy Rees stepping into the head coach role? Do you believe he has what it takes to lead Cleveland into a new era? Or do you think the organization should stick with Stefanski and give him another shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion means a lot to us and to the future of Browns football. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and no matter what happens, our passion for the Browns remains unbreakable. Keep the faith, Browns fans, because the best is yet to come.